We also asked each person what they had experienced and seen of blessings for those who have poured themselves into the work. Blessings for individuals, blessings for churches.
It's really thrilling for me to look back on ministry and to see lives changed by the gospel of Christ and to see the light of understanding and of conversion, the awakening of the Spirit in people's lives. We've had somewhere between 8 and 10 different nationalities that have been part of our church, either by conversion, baptism, or through discipleship or some significant type of ministry in their life. And just thrilling to see that what I call the expanse of the kingdom being shown in the local congregation through church planting.
I don't think it's possible for a Christian to not be full of joy when someone who's lost is brought to salvation. I don't think that any true believer Christian could not be overjoyed to see a believer deal with a sin and overcome some sin. So to see conversion, to see sanctification is just one of the greatest joys that a Christian can experience.
All of us who have been involved in the work in Longmont from day one, and those who have come since, are just marvel at the Lord's faithfulness to us. Kind of the principle that I think we operate on is that we believe and trust God to do what He says He will do. And Jesus said, "I will build my church," and we took Him at His word at that point and stepped out to have Him do that. And I think we can all look back now, nearly 10 years later, which is an amazing thing from when we actually started the work there, and say, truly God has done this. And there's a sense of satisfaction, but it's not a satisfaction in what we've done, but it's a satisfaction in seeing God be faithful to build His church and to let us, in a small way, be part of that.
In the North Hills, we've just been used by God to send off 60 or 70 people to Gibsonia. And the first week after we did that, I literally went in personally and removed like 30 chairs from the auditorium, because I said, well, we're not going to have 200 people here today, and we need to just get rid of some chairs and make it look like there are still some people sitting in the chairs. And from that first week, there were enough people there that within a couple weeks we moved the chairs back in. Now, we didn't fill 65 chairs overnight, but it was amazing to all of us that we never felt empty. God gave us some new people.
The session really did a nice job of trying to identify gifts in people that had expressed an interest in moving over to that new work, and then trying to slot them into roles that might accentuate those gifts, facilities and maintenance, whether it's Sabbath school teaching, whether it's, mercy ministry, whatever the case may be. My guess is anybody that stepped up to, so to speak, to move on to the work probably had in the back of their mind, okay, maybe I wasn't doing anything at North Hills, on a weekly basis, but I need to be prepared to do more heavy lifting, if you want to put it that way.
When you're small, you really understand Ephesians 4, that as each part of the body does its work, because there's no one else to do it.
It's been encouraging to see the dynamics in terms of this daughtering relationship, to see our mother congregation encouraging, of course, to see that they're still healthy, that they're still functioning well, but as well to see them growing into new areas of ministry and really sensing a greater burden for evangelism and activity in the community as well. So it's been really encouraging to see it. It's not just happening with us in this church plant, but it's happening back with our ascending mother church as well. So it's kind of this dual blessing.
What Cambridge is seeing is that the pews that were emptied by helping launch 2 churches, which is, they signed up for pain, but they're seeing that those pews are getting filled